Why is this menu so ridiculously large? Alright, there we go. No wonder that you couldn't hear my fan to begin with, because my microphone was on the wrong thing. Again, once again, there's always scuffed in here. Okay. So we're starting a little early today, which I know is outside most people's watching hours, but I do want to get like most, if not all of his quests finished and like over with, so that I can start like doing things in Fontaine. Hopefully the fan isn't loud, or that you can't hear it. Let me see. Okay, well, you can hear a little bit. Let me switch back to this team. I was doing my dailies earlier. That is why I was on that team. Let me see here. Clear out these notifications. There's nothing here. Okay. Alright. Let us continue. I don't know if this is the right quest. Let me see. Is not. We do that. Teleport here. Oh my god, I'm like dying. Why am I like dying? Let me eat some food. Oh my goodness. Here, eat this. Eat this. And eat one of these. Yes, heal. Okay. Okay, so last we left off, we wanted to uncover stuff about Navia's father's like past with this whole deal with his partner in order to see, I don't know, the truth.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus. Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh my gosh, she's so angry.
Oh.
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
We are underqualified. We're becoming detectives. Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you. Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Interesting, question mark? I don't... Okay, anyways. Wait, does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callus?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Interesting.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
Did he do the right thing? I don't know about that.
Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
Oh, I can kind of hear. So, like, I've been hearing here and there that Navia kind of has like a transatlantic. Oh my god, I can't speak that word. Transatlantic accent, like from the old movies. And I can kind of hear it. I can kind of hear it a little bit in like these sentences that she's speaking.
Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Alright, so we got a testimony from the family. Oh, look at these kitties!
I'll leave my husband.
Thank you, Miss B.
Whoa, okay.
Are
So
you
now
okay,
we
Navia?
talk to Florence. Okay.
Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Well, we're here
Greetings,
already.
boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. and it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering
The
away
two
with
of us are
us at the
sussed
table.
out already.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guards said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table.
Oh.
I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Collecting evidence, okay. Who's next? Go to the Court of Fontaine. Okay. Oh.
Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also
Oh,
a member of
okay.
the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me,
You're just gonna do.
all you would
Okay,
need
you're
to
just
do
gonna
is
say
get
it
rid of
out
the mecha
like right
serial
now.
numbers
Okay.
and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Oh man.
They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia.
He's got a nice
Jokes
voice.
aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
I kind of just took a shower, so if I seem calmer than I usually am, that's because I am relaxed. I am very kind of in a powered down mode. Low power mode, as Lynette would say. I always loved the jazz that they got going on here.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Ah, Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I
My
used to be,
legs
so
are
my
giving
legs
out.
are
Oh my god.
giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
For
I also
real.
witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies.
I'm sure we've already
It's just how
had that
Fontaine
happen,
is
but
as a
in
nation.
Mondstadt.
Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're
Oh.
investigating now?
He put two and two together already.
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex.
And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit.
It was just a coincidence.
Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you.
Where?
If you're scared, you can always return there.
Didn't he say, like, if Navia's safety is attacked, like her dad, then he would, like, reveal all the information? Well, they haven't yet. So they're just gonna keep attacking us, right? Interesting.
If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
This man is sus. He's a little bit sus. He's like questioning us. And like he only said one gunshot.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself.
And he's like, oh,
We'll
I'm
ask around
old, you
some
know.
more. See if
Can't
there
remember
are any
anything.
valuable clues
So you can
elsewhere.
just blame it on that.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
Mora.
All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, do I have to go up here? These robot-looking soldier question mark? Pretty cool.
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
None of them really stood out as a suspect.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Jack's motive.
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
Kinda does, yeah.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Or his family's safety?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father.
It seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
Just a theory. A game theory.
Besides, Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible.
You think so?
But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
The rich one.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
Well, he might not have anything against you, but maybe your father. Or, like, if you just, you know, didn't poke your nose around in their business, then he probably wouldn't, like, pay much attention.
Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Maybe it was someone else. Trying to remember who. Well, I don't know, but let's just go through them.
Thierry, you say?
Go through all of them.
Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the
Like,
Gardamex
I doubt
for
it's the other
personal
two
use.
as well, but we'll see what she has to say.
But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah, had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out
My
when
favorite
and how that
track is
happened.
playing in the background right now.
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
He's too broke.
Exactly.
Just like me, for real.
He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
I think. What do I think? Oh my god. Okay. I still think it's him. I don't know.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
He is someone who's very close to you, after all.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth oh my god, production base.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the
What?
guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Child? Hello? What did he
What?
do this time?
Is that someone you know?
Oh my god.
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Paimon's like, we might have almost killed him. Anyways.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial
What?
disappearances case.
That guy? Really?
It's absurd, don't you think?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigation.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
You can go to Ernia's while I go investigate that place. I'm confident in my combat abilities.
Just as expected of my partner.
They're really... The Fontaine Court has really something against the Fatui, huh?
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide
Irenaeus.
open. You're right. This is our best
Irenaeus.
opportunity.
Irenaeus.
All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
Oh my god, hey.
I'm ready.
Oh my god, I didn't realize I could just open. Okay.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Aw.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then!
Okay. Imagine it's actually the bodyguards.
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Over here?
Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Okay. Wait. I wonder what that tower over there in the distance is for. Left control. Alright, underwater we go. I don't know if I've been underwater on stream yet, but it's look how beautiful it is. Looks so cool. Okay. So, where exactly is this entrance? Is it this? I guess so. It's so
Finally,
peaceful down here.
found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
Well, they don't want it to stand out.
Ah, you're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Meanwhile, inside the Opera Epiclese.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear
What
their
is this
name.
guy?
Is that right?
What is his problem? Oh my god.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Oh my god.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
This battle junkie.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Who's fighting? Who's accusing, child right now?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. We have made very little progress.
Neverlet is so done with child right now.
In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Oh my god, Navia, please.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Child's like, oh man, no.
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Oh my god, what on
Now
earth
then,
is
Miss
the
Navia,
point of him
Who
of
is
having
the
him
person you would
here?
like to charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, I guess we're charging him. I don't know.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Oh my god, girl.
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Do it.
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
A shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands after some time.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Oh.
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Okay.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, They found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene.
I can't believe we have guns
they concluded
in
that the
Genshin now.
suspect's
We've
first
come
shot
so
must
far.
have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Right.
These
That's
are
what
the
he looks
known
like over
facts
here
about
in this
the
corner.
case.
He's got an eye patch.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene.
Thank you for the summary, Your Honor.
Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us
Very
at the
interesting
time.
that we're doing all this while the protagonist isn't around.
However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay. Here. So he did not bring a gun with him. What? Okay, fine. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. What the heck? Okay. The clothing. Okay.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Okay. Crystal? No. Okay.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
Okay. I don't know. Oh.
A pile
cool.
of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed
I don't
they
know,
were
I'm kind of
used
just
by
guessing.
Jacques
No
as a
thoughts,
costume
head
to
empty.
disguise himself. But now it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Okay.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe
Oh my
Callus
god.
was responsible
Why
for Jacques' murder.
is her dad
This
kind of
is
like
the true
DILF
version of events.
material? Okay. Successful refutation. Okay.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel,
I see suddenly
you are the one being
so,
charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to
like,
prove your
defensive.
innocence.
Like, he's like all sassy.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion,
Why is she
we
stuttering?
primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
Oh, look, she's glowing.
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Oh my god, can you chill?
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, she's suddenly, like, really nervous, but, like, kind of invested.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Maybe.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
That is also a pretty good reason, actually.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot and restore my,
oh my gosh, she's so
father's truth
aggressive.
and honor back to him.
She's so aggressive about it. Like, he's right there. Novella is right there.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clorand.
Oh, bringing Clorand into the fight, okay.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did.
That's it, okay.
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Congrats for getting first portal. We are in the middle of defending child Tartaglia, Vitui Harbinger in court. And trying to figure out who the true culprit behind this serial disappearances case is. And the protagonist isn't here. Like, Lumine is not here. She's like out somewhere. I'm just kind of watching this go down right now. I'm not even here for it. Paimon's not here. I'm not here. It's just Navia and her bodyguards.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are
Anyway,
good
I hope you're
grounds
doing
to reopen
good.
this case.
Yeah, anyways.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both
That's
Jacques
good. I'm
and
glad to hear you're
Callus.
good.
As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified.
Give Navia a second. Welcome to the Pocket Dimension Stellar Demonica. I think. Welcome to the Pocket Dimension. I am Eda Miano. I am a space high witch that travels dimensions. And we are watching another court case. Except I'm not here. It's literally just, we're just watching. I don't even know where I am, what we're doing. We're just kind of, I think we're in the water somewhere.
The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me.
I went through Fontaine Quest already.
Even after hearing
Oh,
your
nice.
reasoning,
I am
I
hoping to
still can't help but
finish
find it a
today, but
little
we'll see.
preposterous.
It's weird. Oh god. I think the child bit is kind of weird for me. Not gonna lie, but the rest of it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of just like I'm here for the ride. No thoughts, head empty.
I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
He's so, like, condescending. For what? There's only 2 Archon quests and you get to keep his vision. Yeah. I mean, I guess because, like, he's, like, in prison, right? Anyway, I'm, gonna continue this. I don't know why he sounds so condescending.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one.
Oh god.
But even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the
How
only
do I-
person present at both events?
Okay, I snoozed ads for 5 minutes.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even
He's
with
not in
that,
prison,
you
strangely
might still
enough.
think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Fair enough.
But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
She's so sassy. Oh, thanks for the head pats.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to
Snezhnaya?
Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances?
Brett. Angie. I'm Angie. Oh my god. I haven't had this toggle on in a while. Thank you for the redeem. Anyway.
You can also take a look at my border entry records. or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Do it. Stall for more time.
Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
She got the wrong guy.
Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's
fits to the
feelings
quest.
as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings.
Did he? Did he wish for that? How do you know?
Once you've learned to be more considerate of others'
Oh my
feelings
God.
and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
Oh my god, why is he being so rude?
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes.
This is very
I'm
dramatic.
sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well.
Hold up, you have your own subtitles? Yeah, I do. Got closed captions, baby. They're not always accurate with the slang, but it's pretty close.
And whose image do you see, Marcel?
This is very dramatic.
Is it a man named Vacher?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
Oh, throw him under the bus.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Oh, come on.
I was
Ever
waiting for you to
reacts.
say that.
That reacts that way. Oh my god. Oh, a little while earlier at the entrance to the synth production place. Finally! Finally, we can do stuff now. Okay. What do we got? Oh god, I hate when stuff are angled. Party setup? Oh, maybe I should get out. Oh, okay, we're just automatically put into a domain. That's cool. What the heck? Where's Bennett? Oh. Bonk. Okay.
Gather!
What the heck was that? I heard a thump. Something dropped. Oh shoot. My bad.
Busted.
Oh, there's gonna be an ad in 60 seconds.
This is order.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's light it up! The fuse is lit!
I ain't ever seen a streamer with subtitles.
The floor is going up.
Oh, really?
Because of this mechanism in the middle?
I have a few friends who use subtitles, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I should do that, so I did. I asked them, like, how do you do that? And they sent me, like, a website, and then I just kind of basically, like, window capture it. Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at this. This is nice. Very cool.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Easy though, no worries about multiple enemies. There's like 3 stages of enemies and a few loose enemies. Water tunnels are always cool. Whoa! Okay. Ooh. This is a very cool domain. Oh, here you are. Let me use Yoimiya. E. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Are we draining the water? What are we doing?
The water level is
Oh,
rising.
it rose.
Now we can swim to the top.
Okay.
But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
We'll get there, Paimon. We'll get there.
Gotcha. I'm going in. Time for a light show.
I will have order.
I will have order. Oh my god. I've been playing in Japanese for so long that I like haven't heard the I will have order from Zhongli in English. Welcome back, everybody. Rising the water again. I love the gears. Very cool. Like, ooh, look at this. Wow. Okay.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Oh my god, Paimon went wahoo. Listen to Dory. Oh, where am I going? Goes here?
Up and away.
Up and away. Listen to Dory, she's definitely something. Yeah, she's definitely something. Oh my god. Hello? This music reminds me of like Harry Potter too, or something of that. Of those lines. Hey guys.
Stabilize.
Teamwork is dream.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
The fuse is lit.
Oh. Okay, we're good. Go this way? Oh, okay. I didn't expect it to be a ledge. Okay.
After all that,
Ooh.
we finally made it to the innermost sanctum.
What is that?
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Agreed. Oh, hey. Ooh, what do we got over here? Examine bottles.
Whoa. There's so much synth here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There's so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled.
Okay, listen. If you don't, can you imagine what would happen if you accidentally drank one that was like not, you know, diluted?
Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Oh, crazy. That definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Synth. Popular potion, circulating quite widely. Go to the boxes of stuff, it's so dark. What? What boxes of stuff?
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Oh my god, the way Paimon just progressively gets more scared. Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Traveler's like so done. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vignier, I don't know, Vignier, who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments.
Interesting.
Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Cry! Oh my god. There's another name here, Vache.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No, he is the researcher. Oh.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he signed off a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Vignier.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
Interesting. There must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all
Near
down.
the entrance is a little pile of boxes. Okay. Let me take a look. Oh, there's one here.
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things! Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
There's a name, too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute
my
things
lord.
labeled with different girls' names?
They probably belong to the victims.
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means...
They're all dead.
Oh, this is terrible.
Angry Levine. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is this? Why is it rising up from the ground? That's so crazy. Salmon pool.
Oh, look! There's an important looking basin over here. And it's full of water.
That must be water from the primordial sea.
That means
Ooh.
this is where they make all the synth.
How do they get it here? Did they just, you know, like, scoop it up and then bring it here? Like,
If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human.
wow, it looks very thick.
Paimon will take notes on this
It's very
incriminating
pretty though.
evidence.
It's like shining, sparkly. Okay, then there's this.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be
Ooh.
an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep. It's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
Well, there we go.
This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
Oh boy.
Concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
Well, you already touched her now, so.
Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance, so there's probably like more than one.
They're all just
Go to
so
the fountain
evil.
after the Archon quest. Oh yeah, I've actually seen that before I even started going to Fontaine. Yeah, there's a lot of spoilers online, and I, by accident watched it. Yeah.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But
Who really is this Vache?
yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever, but maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Wait to be dumbfounded with the answer? Oh boy. Oh. What is it I'm supposed to be doing? Look for clues related to Vache. Can't go here. Besides the investigation reports, there are also a lot of research materials here. Seems that their experiments have been going on for a very long time. Sorry. Pool full of water from the primordial sea. Countless sins were born of it. According to the records, Vache didn't care how many victims he had to dissolve in his quest to bring his lover back to life. But there's nothing here on Vache's true identity. Oops. Bottles full of synth and water from the primordial sea. These can be used as evidence to prove what this place was used for.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Teamwork makes the dream work. After some time.
Ugh. Nothing at all.
Snacks?
I can't even find snacks either.
They be like moldy. Paimon, I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see.
Ooh.
Venier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name?
Correct.
Then you found her diary.
Wow, just
Let's see.
out here? Okay.
Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out.
Except for one.
Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was Marcel.
That's so crazy.
Marcel's pretty old.
Oh my god, who would have
Has
known?
this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Venier's grown son?
I figured it out. Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Okay. After obtaining the final piece of key evidence, you race back to the Opera Epiclese. Gotta
And
go.
whose image do you see, Marcel?
Oh, right, yeah, we're going back to this now.
Is it a man named Vache?
Sequence of noises.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
But he's definitely involved.
I
somehow.
was waiting for you to say that.
Oh.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the
Sorry,
rules of this
Neuvillette. I
court?
swear it's for a good reason.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Correct. You say you've never heard of Vache. Oh. I guess we'll submit this. I don't know.
But the truth of it, Marcel,
Oh my
is
god!
that you've always been Vache.
Oh my god, the way... I did not expect her to start talking. Oh.
Huh?
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it.
That's so crazy.
Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been
Oh my god, no way.
This information
It's not like he was
regarding your
sus from the moment I talked to him or
also
anything.
dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel,
I swear
do
to God,
you
I'm
know
just
where
like
you
too
went
big
wrong?
brain for this. Grr.
You
He went
fixated
grr.
your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So,
SMH.
you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations.
That's
for his
what
daughter.
I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Oh my God. I was like, how would you know?
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Oh, he's going crazy.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
How does she even get into the water anyways?
No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a
Lovesick,
human
actually.
being can turn
Oh my
into
God.
water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever.
Oh my God. Navia, you didn't believe me when I said this is my first choice of a suspect.
You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama.
People from Fontaine can mix
blind eye
with
to
the
the
water, and
suffering
those
of
with
the
strong
people.
emotions create an oceanid. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
Then go into the primordial
But
sea.
I'm not from this blasted place.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I
he's
can't
from
be
Shinesmaya.
dissolved.
That's right.
No matter what I do.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna pull out a gun or something.
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Oh my God.
Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his
Oh,
idiot
she
daughter
cold.
the
Look at
very
her.
end.
She hates him now too.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Oh
Don't
my
touch
God.
me! Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vignier. A promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Vignier.
Okay, sir, you need to go.
Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me.
She wanted you to
All I
forget
want to do
about
is
her and to
fulfill
move on with your life.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
She
With
resents
Mr. Marcel's
him.
conviction,
Oh, she doesn't
charges
resent
against Mr.
him. She
Tartaglia
said like
no
she just
longer
wants
have
him to
any
move on and
basis.
forget about her because like, what's the point? She can't come back anyways.
Fine by me.
Oh my God, I forgot Chad was
in a
here.
bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually
Like
feeling pretty
completely
good.
forgot about a child. Like, why is he even here?
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Oh my God, say less.
The man now known as Marcel was
Oh.
originally named Vacher.
Okay, we're getting a whole
and worked
thing.
as an
All right,
adventurer
cool.
with his partner and lover Vignier.
Oh, she's cute. Look at the little headband.
During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in
okay.
front of Vacher as a result.
Interesting.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
That's so crazy. Just like that, we figured everything out. That is the quietest applause I've ever heard in my life.
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
Alright. This part's pretty cool. Look at all that. Special effects. Boom.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
that name is so
Vacher
long.
is guilty.
Dang.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Well.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
For real.
We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice!
Yippee!
He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Navia.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
She must be relieved.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has
Child,
been caught, justice
what are you
has been
doing
served,
here?
past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending.
What?
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So,
what is
if
the point
you'll
of having him
excuse
here?
me-
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges.
Who even, accused him in the first place?
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. to
How
render
did
the
he get
final
himself in
verdict
that
on the
position?
charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
Huh? For what? Oh my god.
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Perhaps.
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Huh?
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Interesting. Oh, a cutscene. Huh? Oh my god, sir. Are
so
you
this is how justice is done in
Oh my god,
Fontaine.
his theme
What a
is playing
joke.
too. It's been a while.
You've got your rules.
Like 2 nations a while.
Well, I've got mine too!
Sir, we told you not to use your delusion. Oh my god. What is he doing? The people at MiHoYo, HoYoverse just miss Child, that's all. They just want to make him do cool stuff again. Sir, what are you doing? Is he dumb? Oh my god. What are you doing, sir? He's being a child, for real. Like destroying the stage. Oh my god.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth.
He was like, not
The
on my
rules of the
watch.
court must be upheld.
Oh my god, Nicolette, okay. I see you. Oh, we got a little scratch on his cheek. Oh, it's just blood. Okay.
Hey, Monsieur
What is going on?
What's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself. Water Zhongli. True, actually. I do be thinking that they are very similar.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
Why are you so angry? Oh my god.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
Oh my god, okay, calm down. I'm not looking.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible.
He has bigger horns.
Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh god. They're questioning her, her authority.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious.
The blue strands in his hair are either horns or ears. Yeah. Or, like, it's just like strands. I don't know. Anyways.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation.
I like his hair a lot, Nicolettes.
Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement,
Oh my god, Farina, please.
was part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement.
Nice cover up.
And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable. Unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the oratrice's verdict.
Oh, I like how you're still being pet. Yeah, it's kind of a permanent redeem until the end of the stream. I mean, I could turn it off whenever, but kind of just keep it there.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging
She's gonna pull another all-nighter trying to figure out how to link these cases together.
As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
Oh my god.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
Nobilette knows Farina so well.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Way to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right? Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That power you showed when you took him down. Who are you really?
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Okay, sir. Alright. Okay, well, okay, I can't climb up there. Let's go around. Huh. Interesting. Interesting development. Poor child. I bet now he's gonna be asking Neuvillette to battle all the time, ever since he got knocked out by him.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Huh? Oh.
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Hi?
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run
Hi,
away.
Neuvillette.
Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Okay.
Go on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine, something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never...
Oh my god, he's just crazy.
Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees.
True.
Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Oh my god.
Humans.
Humans.
Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
He's judging us hardcore.
Very well.
He's judging our species.
I will grant your request.
Knock knock, anyone home? I'm home.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him.
Okay.
You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my god, okay. Sure, I guess. I love the lighting in here, it's so nice.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache.
Oh.
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait!
What are you talking about? You're going to prison. Hey, what do you mean, gonna stay? You're gonna be there for... You're going to prison, the heck?
Vinier, is that you?
Oh my god, what the heck is he?
It's me,
Oh,
Vache!
I forgot that's what
Vinier.
happens when he goes. Okay, I forgot that happens.
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years.
20,
I've
huh?
suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time.
More than 20 years.
Only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
The delivery on that line. What?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Why was she an adventurer?
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vinier.
Oh, I'm the sacrifices.
The sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand. As our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals. But we became one.
That's
Just
crazy.
as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only
Those are
one
some
I am
crazy
not
names.
is Vinier.
Why? But then, where is Vinier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said
wonder
time
why,
and
like-
time again that you'd do any and everything for her.
I wonder if it was actually like Vinier who was talking to the traveler earlier, or if it was just like, I don't know.
But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved.
It was, but it was also everyone else.
From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred
for you.
Oh, I guess we're here too. Looks like I didn't meet Vignier back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning.
No!
Oh.
Yeah! She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please! Have mercy!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier.
Oh, well, there you go.
She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you.
That's what I also thought.
She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Vache.
Drown.
Look at all these, like, models. Later, the guards find the culprit of Sirian's disappearance, the one who has lost his soul. Several days later. I always do those bits too fast. I can't even read them, like, in my head fast enough.
Finally, we have
It's
some time
raining.
to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Shopping is stressful in its own way, though. My legs are killing me.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, little bow.
It's been a few days. Paimon's
Waters
already
only
started
do
to
be
miss
sad.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people
Thank
from
you
the
for the
court
hydrate
all attended.
redeem. I'm almost running out of water.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
Every time I take a drink of water, I just go to bed. Yeah.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into
Charlotte.
just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte?
The Charlotte.
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Oh, I forgot about that. The very, very beginning of the Archon quest, she was like talking to us about it.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Oh my god, thanks.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other
I can't wait to
news,
play as Charlotte.
I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, that's unexpected.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While
That
you
is
were
true. I wonder,
investigating
like, what her
Vache's
kid's gonna be
headquarters,
like.
Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Aw, that's good.
That's great. great. Paimon also thought Clarend wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly
feel like it'll be
begin
a
to fade from the
catalyst.
public consciousness.
She does feel like a catalyst, but honestly, who knows? Hoyoverse likes to just like give people random weapons sometimes as well.
Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
We want to go too! We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
Wow, non-stop. It's a lot of rain.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be... Isn't that Nervalette?
Oh my god.
Why would the Chief Justice be here?
Oh, that's why he's Sage.
Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say
I
that.
love his voice. It's so... I don't know. There's something
Sorry
about it.
about that.
It's like got a nice quality to it.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
Oh, he's stressed out. I think I lost $240 worth of Switch games. So no, what happened?
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him.
I'm gonna turn this off. Okay.
And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner.
Oh my god, I could listen to his voice all day.
This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
Aww.
That high and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh?
The Gap
Reminds me of
Moe.
Silver, one of
Love
my
to see
guys.
it.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well.
Aww.
Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Following Navia and Neuvillette, you also pay your respects to Callus. Oh, it's no longer raining. Aw. Oh, Neuvillette in the background.
Never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
You're not supposed to you're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing.
Got blinded by my mouse.
But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly.
What do you mean? You have feet.
No. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad.
Wow, she took it seriously.
Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Didn't mean to do that. Let's go talk to him.
Oh, it's you two.
She doesn't know how to
Did
walk,
Miss
she's a
Navia
baby.
invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions.
Thanks for the snack and stretch redeem.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Oh. I got gummies. Gummy bears. About child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrary.
Oh, whoop.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Oh my god, Koi! Hi, Koi! I hope you're having fun with Genshin. I'm having a good time. I think we're almost done the story, I think? Question mark? But, yeah. I hope you're having a good evening, Koi. Good to see you here.
So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes
literally
he
got
did
put
not
in
commit,
jail.
we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Sure. Let's talk about the prophecy.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right! It was Lenny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
Oh.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and
she
intelligence
has.
from across
Interesting.
Tevat for this purpose.
Then it's probably true.
If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Yeah, I guess we'll talk about the water too, since I'm here already.
At court, the
I have a
bad
great
guys
burn
referred to
unit.
that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface.
Where they got the water
What Vacher
then?
discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else?
So even Monsieur Neuvillette doesn't know. My sibling.
Your
last,
sibling?
but not least.
Another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the Opera Epiclese.
Unlike us, yeah, okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
No, that's about it. No more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you.
Aw.
It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point.
He doesn't rest. No time for rest.
Just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Because he is calm. No panic, no sad. Aw. What a cute little ending screen. Okay. And that is the end of that quest. Oh, we can talk. We can get commissions for Fontaine now. Wait. Oh! Look at that. We got Zhongli and, Childs. Oh! And Fermine, which I cannot pull for because I have no more pulls left. I forgot that, he was on the banner next as well. Oh, we can now do Linny's too. Linny's story quest. We could do that. That would be interesting.
Embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Let me click this. Boom. Shit, let me see. How many primos do I got? Probably not. Yeah, I used all of them for Linny to see if I could get him last minute, but didn't end up getting him. Accept my friend. I'm only accepting friend requests from like my close friends at the moment, sorry. Ah! Ad break. Let me just pick up Catherine's thing. Wait, does that mean I can do... Oops. Does that mean I can do... I can. Alright, let's set my commissions to Fontaine. Okay.
A blade embraces
oh my
its
god.
stu-
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let's do... Let me see, what time is it? 8 o'clock. We can go for a little bit longer. It's only been 2 hours. I'm gonna do Liddy's story quest. I'm trying to think like when I should end. I could like go up to like 9 o'clock p.m. So like another another 50 minutes. Oh my god, 50 minutes. I could do that. Take a look at my team at least. Okay. Check information. Who would you like me to look at? I have a well-built Nahida, Klee, and Kuki Shinobu. Let's look at Nahida. Ooh. Very cool. What weapon you got on her? Winsith? Understandable. I can't remember what I have on my Nahida. I haven't used her in a little bit because I've been using like my easy team. Why don't you have a 4-piece on her? Do you have like a DPS oh my god, Nahida, or how are you running her? Defense, very interesting. This one's actually not too bad. That one's actually not the worst either. This one is pretty bad. This one's actually not bad either. I would like throw that as like just like on if I don't have anything else. Ah! DPS and tank. True. Nahida is squishy. Do you have any constellations? I don't either. Oh, that's the wrong character. Klee. Oh my god, Klee is so cute!
Dodoko, where are you?
Oh my god, she's so cute. I love the skin. I don't have Klee though, so... Skyward Atlas? Oh, I actually want Skyward Atlas. You're very lucky. Crimson Witch. Very, very, good choice. Crimson Witch. Man. I've never seen a defense stat roll so high. That's so crazy. This one's pretty good. Wiki. I don't have her builds at all. Physical damage. Actually, you know what? She looks really good with this sword. I don't know what it is. Like the glowy yellow looks good on her. Maybe because she has a lot of gold accents. And then like the red here, and the red here, and then the green. Looks good on her. Maiden's Beloved. Oh yeah, true. She do be a healer, huh? I also would use her for healing, not gonna lie. I can't remember, like... Can't remember what her thing's scaling, though. Oh my god. Oh my god, you have Lynette. Lynette up on your thing. I love Lynette. She's so cute. Scales off HP. Oh. She must heal a lot then. I think I only have one healer built, and that's Barbara, and that's because back in the day, that's all I had. So that's why I have her built. And then I never unbuilt her. Let me see. Character? Yeah, there she is. I invested quite a lot into her. Oh my god, why are you so loud? Okay. Kira? Yeah. Who else is the healer that I have built technically? I think she's the only one. Jean is not built. There's Chi-Chi.
I wonder when
I guess technically Sayu, but I only used her for like going around places. I kind of slapped whatever I had on her. Actually doing her now. Benny. Oh yeah, I guess Benny, that's true. Benny is technically healer.
Oh, ow.
Bonk. He is technically healer, but I don't use him as a healer. I use him as attack boost. He heals like a little bit. Who else is a healer? Diana? Do I have a Diana build? No, I don't. I used to, but not anymore. I think I stole her artifacts to put on somebody else. Yeah. But no, I usually use like Yoimiya and then build around her. And then I have a Bloom team with Nilo as well. I only have 30 characters. I've been playing since launch, so I kind of just slowly accumulated. I used to play a lot, but not so much anymore.
Embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yeah. Her attacks go burr. She's like a machine gun. Yeah, I've been playing for a very long time, so that's why I have quite a lot of people, but in the past few months, I basically like dropped the game, and then I came back because Fontaine was here, which is why I didn't have like any pulls for the people I wanted. So I'm like primo broke right now.
A blade
I might have like
embraces its
one
duty,
pull.
as a jeweler cherishes.
Yeah, I have like a single pull, and that's it. But that's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'm already here. Other way. Oh. Charlotte? Question mark?
Hey, isn't that Charlotte? We're always running into her. What's she doing this time?
Yeah.
I see. So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one.
Oh my god.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, Charlotte.
Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
What?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Is she a cryovision?
A decade ago.
Is that a
I guess you wouldn't know
cryovision?
about it.
I can't tell because of the bloom, but I think it is.
Well, not to worry.
Very
You're in
interesting.
good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine, known only as the Weasel.
The Weasel.
Nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in
mysterious
novels.
night burglars.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one
Oh.
was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Well, that's awful. Sounds like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The
phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance.
Oh god.
When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
Genshin language
So,
that I don't understand.
This is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt,
What is
a
that?
clear
Okay.
declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again.
Oh my god.
But why has he reemerged now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
He might try to nab you, little Paimon. He might try to this one's funnier.
But Paimon doesn't want to get kidnapped. Well, he'd have to go through you first. You would stop him, right?
Maybe.
The people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a
Oh,
photo
hey,
of the
Winnie.
letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next?
She's so, like,
I need someone
passionate.
with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Looks like he's performing some magic.
Magic. Magician. Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lenny!
Imagine the magician Caesar was his master.
You see, the original
The
Phantom
guy,
Thief
or
Caesar
not the
was a
master,
magician
but the guy who
too.
taught him magic.
What do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Pretty far-fetched, but okay.
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
The Forgotten Thief. Where is he? There he is. Hello.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck
He's
out
using
from home
his,
today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
Wait. He's using his people reading skills. If my friend renamed themselves FBI and joined my world. Every I open up.
Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
Misami Clee and said you're under arrest for arson.
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions.
God, Lenny.
That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand... Let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow! Got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Not the Uno reverse.
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck.
Yeah, sure.
His
Oh my god, I love
letter's
him a
been the
normal
talk of the
amount.
town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Linny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Oh.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Oh?
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Oh my gosh. Man, your shows are just like always got something going on, huh?
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it!
I did not expect Charlotte to be here for this.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Linny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
What?
It's gone!
Where'd it go?
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise? Let me see!
Oh my god. Huh? Oh, it's so romantic. That's so cute.
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Linny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
Yeah, you were almost framed for something as well.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic. It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this phantom weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
There she goes.
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done.
Paimon is too curious.
You feel it too, right? So itchy.
The Phantom Weasel, you're sure you're able to handle him?
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants and help me investigate?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that
Ooh.
sounds fun.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate redeem.
Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
We'll help you with your investigation. What's your plan?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the Weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Paimon equals emergency food. Got to go. Good night. Oh, have a good night. It was nice to see you, and I'm glad you stay around to chat. I hope you have a good rest. I'm gonna continue playing Linny's story quest. What the heck? Oh, man, all the way up here? Oh, at the cemetery. Is he a Poisson resident? Like, what's going on? Hey, Lynette.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
I'll wait for you here and see if Gemma shows up.
Okay.
A lot of people here today, huh? When did this cemetery get so popular?
Same thoughts here. What's going on?
Nothing to say? Okay. Balthazar.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiancé? Sure I do. What's this about?
Oh.
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often, she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
Well, now I can ask them.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound
cute.
like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. Oh, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay.
Oh, a little cutscene, alright. Oh, she's wearing all black.
Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
We asked like one question.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
Perhaps she simply doesn't trust us.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Wait until the next morning. Okay. And now we go rendezvous with Linny. Oh, Linny.
Over here!
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
What should we do? Where should we start?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Linny stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is
Why
but
was he
one
so quick to
possibility.
defend?
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's
Why did he say that so
pride,
slow? Why
then
did he
you'll
emphasize
forget about
that?
Caesar and move on.
This man's sus.
Uh-oh. This is getting awkward.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man?
What's up, my man?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die.
Live fast, die, period.
You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey. Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Damn, spill the tea, Edmondo.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Ooh, I wonder if he likes, Caesar's wife.
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right.
Whoever voiced Edmondo definitely had a good time.
Don't work too hard.
He just spilled some crucial
I
information.
think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
You warned us? For what? What do you mean? You gonna kill us?
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
There's something strange about him.
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him. You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out. I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions. Or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lenny?
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole
The
conversation.
guy in the background here.
Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Get out of the city and lure out the people following you. Where are we going? Oh, all over here? Okay. Okay.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
Oh my god, there's so many.
So you're Linny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister. Who sent you, huh?
There's a lot of confidence coming over here from Paimon.
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
Oh my god, the Mafia?
Looks like we can't avoid this fight. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Lies.
We got this.
Lies. You're pretty decent. I get to use him! Oh my god. Hold
The
on.
night is cold. Cold. Mine to command.
Shadows of fate.
1 second, guys. Ooh.
Now disappear!
Woo! Wait, let me take a look. This is what it could have been. I could have had him. Oh my god, I love him. Look at him! Oh my god! Ooh. I love him a normal amount. Oh my god. Crit damage. Wow. They always give them the Noblesse set. Wow, look at these crit ratio. Oh my god. That is an insane crit ratio.
Not now.
I'm having too much fun with him.
And voila!
Oh my god, he's so... Oh my god. I wanted him so bad. But I got Kuching. I lost my 50-50 to Kuching.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram!
The lady?
We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they got away! Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else. Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already done it to someone else, but who?
Look at his little smile. Could it be Gemma?
You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
I'm gonna get this Oculus real quick. Put down a stamp. Alright, now we have to go back over here? Wait, why are we going over here? I wasn't not paying attention, I guess. Oh yeah, we're going back to Lynette, who's talking to Gemma. This is a bit awkward.
Gemma?
You again. What is it this time?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Definitely is the guy who inspired Lenny to do magic.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Sonde is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp,
Bon appetit.
too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
I love Lynette. She's so funny. She's so relatable. She's like, alright, I guess I have to start, paying attention now. She's in serious work mode now.
Whatever you do, if anything happens to you because you're investigating...
With me here, nothing will happen.
Very confident words.
Looks like no more.
How do I get there? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Do I have to go perhaps over here? And then go underneath? I don't know. Wait. I need a weapon. Come here. Thank you. I failed. 1 second. There we go. Bonk. I'm not quite sure where I need to go. No, they've been trapped. I need to free them. Be free. There's one over here. No! Oh, look at the little otter friend. Oh, he's sad. Oh my god. He's shaking. Be free. Be free. Oh, thank you. Oh, there's another one over here. Be free. Any more? Ugh. Man, the sound of swimming sounds like so accurate to like what it actually sounds like when you're swimming underwater. It like throws me off a little bit. But it's also kind of nice because I used to swim a lot when I was younger, so I kind of don't miss it per se, but it is nice. It was a nice time. Now I like don't like swimming. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, but it's fine. I don't understand how to get there. I guess I'll follow this. What the heck? Huh? Oh. Oh, I have to go down here. Oh. Oh, I fell too far down. Okay. Okay. Now, where is this workshop? It's over here. Okay, we're here. Finally.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh.
Oh.
Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away
I
first.
should probably end stream soon.
There we go. It should be just down here.
Alright. I am actually going to end stream here for tonight because I have things to do tomorrow. And I gotta get ready for bed. So next time, I'm wondering like what I should do next time, if I should continue with Genshin or if I should do Tears of the Kingdom again, or if I should start a new
Blade is
game.
like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
I'm thinking of getting into the like first Opus game and finish that. maybe, but we'll see how I'm feeling by next week, if I decide to start a new game or just go back to like Tears of the Kingdom or something. But yeah, I think starting from now until the end of December, or no, end of November, my streaming schedule will be Wednesday afternoons or mornings, simply because that is the only time I have available to do streams. So, yeah, because I am starting up school again. So, yeah, I will see you guys next Wednesday, and every Wednesday from then on. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. We'll figure it out by that time. But yeah, anyway, if you're watching, thank you for watching. If you're lurking, thank you for lurking. If you're watching the VOD, why are you watching the VOD? I will see you guys later. Bye!